Hello, I'm Kate Bavelock from the Sandwich Chamber with your weekly chamber update. I have with me Gigi Ridgely from the Sandwich Food Pantry. I wanted to start off our update this week with talking about the $10,000 raffle that the chamber ran as part of Sandwich Fest. And as in previous years, 5% of the proceeds from the raffle ticket sales does go to the food pantry. So I invited Gigi in today to give her the check. And it is for $500, actually $505, which is 5% of all of the ticket proceeds. We did not sell the full 150 tickets in order to give away the $10,000. So again, it was a portion of the proceeds. And Gigi, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you for having me.
The Chamber is thrilled to support the Food Pantry through Sandwich Fest with the raffle ticket sales, and then also having you there at the street fair that day and as a food drop-off location. So can you tell us a little bit about how the Food Pantry is doing this summer and what's going on with the organization?
Well,
I'll give you that. Thank
you very much. We appreciate this. Believe me, this will feed a lot of people. We now have about 400 families, so it comes in very handy.
Okay.
The pantry in the summertime usually is a little slow, but this year it doesn't seem to be so. The economy has taken its toll, and people are having a very difficult time. And so we're happy that we can be there, and that people like you support us so that we can be there and try to feed our people well. And I'd like to put in a little plug here, well, or put in a little request, because we get lots of food, you know, canned goods and things like that. What we need desperately is soap.
Soap, okay.
Bar soap, you know, for face soap, because that's something that we don't get, and we give away probably 60 or 80 bars a week, and that runs into a big expense.
Okay.
So we'd like to have that. But the pantry's doing well. I mean, we're able, thank God for people like you and things like this, to feed everybody that comes in the door. And that's our goal, to make sure that these people have some food on their table, because it allows them maybe to pay their rent or whatever else they need to do.
So when you say you have 400 families right now, is it continuing to increase? I mean, there's talk that we are starting to be in a recovery, but you haven't. Are we behind and catching up again?
It's off and on, and like you say, in the summer, we used to get, you know, fewer people because people got jobs. People got these little part-time jobs in the hotels and the restaurants and whatnot, and so it fell down a little bit. But it seems to be picked up this summer, and I think it's this, and the recession may be petering out, but it's petering out very slowly, and I think the last people it peters out for are those people on the bottom of the rung, those people that make minimum wage and don't have really good jobs, and they're struggling to feed their families. So.
All right. Well, and lastly, before I let you go, we've enjoyed working with you so much, and with Arlene Marks, and June Everett is another one of your great volunteers. Do you want to give a thank you to your volunteers?
Well, June has been with us for, well, actually, I've been there now for 22 years, I believe it is, and June was there before I was.
Okay.
So she's been there for a long time, and June's kind of my right-hand man. You know, and she's wonderful. I couldn't do without any of the volunteers. I mean, let's face it, I couldn't open the doors and run the whole thing, and these people really get it going. When I'm sitting here, the pantry is still running because they're there running it, and they know what they need to do, and it's wonderful. You know, the volunteers are really the backbone of the pantry. Okay. Absolutely.
All right. Thank you so much, Gigi, for coming in today.
I'm very happy to be here, and I know I have to run because the food pantry is open today, and I'm going to get going.
And while we're talking about the $10,000 raffle at Sandwich Fest, I wanted to talk about the cash winners. We did give away a prize of just over $5,000 to a group of women who bought the ticket together with the idea that if they won, they would have a weekend or a getaway out of the winnings, which we can't wait to hear what they do for a vacation. But the winners of the raffle were Joy Creedon, Carol Beggs, Sue McKenna, and Sue Reardon, all longtime residents and active volunteers in the community. So we're thrilled that they won that cash prize. Coming up for the Chamber, our August Business After Hours is on the 24th, and it's at the Greenbrier Nature Center. The Thornton Burgess Society that runs the center will be hosting us, and it is the 100-year anniversary of Thornton Burgess's story, Old Mother West Wind, which was his first book. So we look forward to being there in August. It should be a wonderful Business After Hours. The retail committee of the Chamber is getting ready for our Shop Local Days in the fall, and for our daffodil bulb sales, and even for our retail shopping promotion. So it's been a very active planning time for them, and I wanted to let folks know what we're working on. The bulb sales, last year we did plant over 1,000 daffodil bulbs in the town, and we look forward to doing that again. Those plantings were sponsored by the area businesses that were interested in beautifying the town, and it was done in conjunction with the Garden Club. So we're thrilled to be getting ready to do that again, and if you watch for that, if you're able to help us with that initiative. The Shop Local Days for the fall are planned for October 2nd and 3rd. October 2nd is also the Town Hall rededication ceremony, so it should be a very active weekend in Sandwich. And we will be putting together coupon booklets to promote shopping local during that weekend. So if you can start thinking about what you might want to do as a business owner if you are a Chamber member to participate in that program. And lastly, the holiday shopping spree. We've done a prize raffle drawing for going into the participating businesses and entering in the past, and we're looking at ways to change that program up a little bit this year, and we'd love to have your ideas as well. If you're a member of the retail community, I think the holiday shopping is going to be a very important thing for our local businesses. That's it for our Chamber update this week. Thank you so much. I'll see you next week.